How we doing, everyone? Welcome to Golf Subpar. We are coming to you live from Boston at the 122nd U.S. Open, and we're here at Baramor. First off, thanks to Baramor for having us out. Thanks to all y'all for coming out as well. We got a very special guest in the house. We got our man Roger Steele sitting right here, fellow Dewar's guy. Hey,
the man of
cheers
Steel.
to Dewars.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Here we go. Touch me.
Cheers. How about this
To
golf? Did you drive this golf cart here?
No, not yet. You know, I got a couple hits on the license, and they just trying to make sure that it gets here safely. So I appreciate them for that.
Perfect. Well, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Dewars, because they've been a great partner of ours, and I know they're a partner of yours.
Yeah, so, I mean, the whole gist has been I've been on a mission to grow this game, you know. I think that everything that golf stands for is something that everybody in the world could benefit from. And what we saw was there were a lot of parallels between the growth that needed to happen in golf and the growth that needed to happen in Scotch. And, you know, Dewars was on board with giving me a bit of a leash so I could get out there and spread the word and encourage people to experience Scotch the way that they wanted to. And it's been a great partnership. We've been doing some great things, spending time with a lot of diverse communities and making sure people love this game of golf and they know how to love this Scotch, baby.
There's a lot of ways to drink this Dewars here, right? It goes down many different ways. What's your preferred drink when it comes to Dewars?
Man, dog, I mean, I just been exploring at the crib, you know. I just turned into a little mixologist of sorts.
Riding all the rides.
Exploring. Riding all the rides. It get crazy in there sometimes, you know. But no, we came up with a drink called a Looper, which was something that I wanted to develop, you know. So we do a little bit of Dewars, a little bit of sparkling apple cider, you know, a little bit of lemonade, and it's, you know, it's my jam. It's my jam. But you know, they got the lemon wedge now though.
The lemon wedge?
The lemon wedge. You
Tell
know,
me about it.
You know about the lemon wedge?
I don't. I didn't know about the Looper either.
You know, come on, baby. Y'all not preparing for me?
I thought
you
it
said,
was like your custom
I thought you
creation.
said I was special.
You are.
You are?
You have your own drink. We don't.
Yeah, dude. We don't got anything named.
No, so we got the lemon wedge. So we got, you know, some Dewars 12. We got some lemonade. Got a little bit of club soda in there. You know what I mean? And so that's like a real refreshing take. And I think that what we're seeing is it's a lot of very, you know, light and summery ways for us to enjoy Scotch, and I'm with it. I'm with all of it.
Is this after golf or during golf or both?
It's actually like a little bit of both, bro. And I'm really trying to figure out the balance, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's like this scale, you know, my performance versus my Dewars intake. I'm still trying to calibrate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calibrate.
Well, let me tell you, you're going to have to figure out your mixture because you have a big event coming up. A 100-hole hike at Sweetens Cove for youth on course.
Yes, I do.
First off, tell us about that. First off, you crazy for trying to walk 100 holes in one day.
And first of all, y'all get out there and donate, baby. We gotta raise money. We gotta save these kids. You know, I know this probably not the right forum to be talking about kids, talking about Dewars, but you know, you can drink and still help the kids. You
It's
know?
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
The more they drink, the more generous they get.
Exactly. Drinking some Dewars and go donate. But no, so like Youth on Course is an amazing organization, and what they do is provide access to kids. They got 1,500 courses, I think, nationwide, and kids that are members of the program get to play the course for $5. You know, so play all day for $5. And I think that it's important that we give kids more opportunities to develop an organic relationship with the game. And Youth on Course is doing some amazing things. And I'm you know, sacrifice my body and go out there and hike this 100 holes. You know, one of the most athletic things you could do as a golfer, though, really, is walk 100 holes. Like, we really don't put our bodies to any challenge. So I figure, like,
speak for yourself.
I'll take your word for it.
God.
Colt and I are more than
Seen
that.
this body?
18-hole drive. That's our deal. That's what we're doing. We can barely get around half the time.
I play 9 and he plays 9.
Yeah, we tag team. We got to tap out.
But if people want to donate, how do they do that?
Yeah, you could go to my bio on Instagram. So just go Roger_Steele on Instagram. It's going to be right there in the bio. They could click on there and donate very large amounts only, please. Thank you. We have to save the kids. I will send you a bottle of Dewars. You know, but yeah, you can go there, or you can go to Youth on Course. There's a lot of hike sites, a lot of really cool people nationwide that are doing this. So just pick somebody to support and just make sure we get these kids access to go.
You're doing a lot for the kids. You're doing a lot for the community, but you're also doing a lot on TV. I mean, you're everywhere right now. So you're at the PGA Championship. What do you got coming up, and where are you trying to go with all this? Ultimately, what's the goal? Where would you like to see yourself?
I wasn't prepared for no deep questions.
This is philosophical.
I thought we was gonna keep it surface level.
Tell me more about the Looper.
Sleaze is known for his deep questions.
I get thoughtful, bro.
You get thoughtful, bro. But like, I think that the whole thing is making sure that I continue to stay true to the mission, and my whole orientation is making sure that people feel like they have a place in this game. making sure that kids feel like when they look at golf, they see themselves and they see a future here, and that they want to give time and energy to this sport. I want like more adults to not feel, conflicted or feel like they're not accepted in this sport. And so wherever there's opportunities to speak to people that are either on the fringe or that lack awareness about the opportunities that are in golf, I'm gonna be there, baby. And it's really that simple. I don't have any like higher arching, goals in that. And I think that, the things that I've experienced have all just allowed me to keep pushing down that path. And so that's the goal.
Well, you are seriously growing the game, and it's really, really awesome to see. But we're here at the 122nd U.S. Open. The Country Club, which you played a few weeks ago, they had to regrass the damn thing after you finished.
I don't know if you want to call that playing, but, I was out there. I experienced it.
You did. So you know the golf course as well as all these guys that are about to tee it up tomorrow. Let's get right to it. Let's get some picks from Roger Steele. Who's going to hoist this trophy come the end of the week?
I don't know. It's just hard. Like, I think that, seeing how well Roy was playing last week, I think that, it's very inspiring. I think that when I was out at the PGA Championship, seeing the grit and determination that Justin Thomas showed getting it done.
You're really going out on a limb here.
No,
Top two favorites.
Bro, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I try to play it safe, dog. I pick responsibly. I drink responsibly. I pick responsibly. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know. I think that, like, and then my other thing is I always pick with my heart.
Okay.
I'm a big Taylor Gooch fan.
Are you?
I'm a big Taylor Gooch.
I would not have guessed that. That kind of came out of nowhere.
Taylor, where did the love for Taylor come from?
Bro.
His last name? He got a lot of fans because of that.
Hey, best last name in golf. I mean, if you put the I on it, you call it Gucci. That's a dope last name, really. But no, man, when I was first getting started, Taylor hit me up on IG, man. He brought me out to dinner. We was in San Diego at the Farmers, and he hit me up like, man, I like what you're doing. I'm going to treat you to dinner. And so, I abused it. I brought a couple of my homies with me just to see if it was real. Hey, he paid for all of us. He got us some real expensive wine, some steaks. And ever since then, it's like he was, my career was glowing up and his was glowing up. So I always thought it was a parallel between what he got going on and what I got going on. So I think if he started winning things, like my life will get better. It's kind of like an emotional attachment.
All right, so you're
more free dinners.
You're going Rory, JT, Taylor Gooch.
Yep. How you feel about that?
I like the first two.
Y'all sleep on my boy, though. Y'all sleep.
All right. Well, it's time to talk a little bit more about Dewars. And you can golf with any set of clubs. But when you get that iron, wood, driver, or putter that's just right, it makes the whole experience so much better. The same can be said of the cocktail you choose to toast of the 122nd U.S. Open. What's it called? The Looper? Technically, you can drink anything, but for the true golf experience, make a Dewars Lemon Wedge, the official cocktail of the 122nd U.S. Open and Roger Steele. It's what fans and spectators are drinking on the course right now. You can make one yourself with Dewars 12-year-old lemonade and club soda garnished with a lemon wedge with a golf tee through it. A clean one, obviously. Find the recipe on Dewars.com, then invite your best golf buddies over to watch the U.S. Open with a cocktail that's refreshing, delicious, and just right for an afternoon of the greatest game on earth, played by the greatest players of our generation. Here's to a great moment from Dewars, the official Scotch whiskey of the U.S. Open. Cheers, boys.
Zach.
Love it.
What'd you think of that read? Pretty good from my boy, huh?
I mean, my boy is solid, dog.
He's nice.
This is called a professional.
This is what winning looks like. This is what winning looks like.
Wait till it's Sleeze's turn.
I'm going to mumble through some of these here in a minute.
Hey, yo, but before I get out of here, though,
yes,
I got a special gift for y'all.
Ooh, we
hello.
like gifts.
A new favorite guest?
You're our first guest to bring a gift.
Oh, hello.
So we got here, we
Sweetheart.
got a custom Dewars cooler for y'all, stocked with some 19 for y'all. I really had to fight to get this for y'all.
I appreciate you going on a
A
limb for us.
vessel cooler? Ooh, that's nice.
I'm just saying, I really fought to get this for y'all. I really hope y'all appreciate it. And I also hope y'all invite me back.
You're always invited back.
Hey, you bring gifts, you're always welcome.
Yeah. Well, we got a little gift for you as well.
Can you lift that? You need some help lifting that? Let me get that for you real
transactional
quick.
golf going
Yeah, don't
on
go
in this
anywhere
world.
because we come bearing gifts as well. Stand by.
We know you like to get amongst it on the golf course.
We know you like your music too, so welcome to the best speaker in the game, Rokform speakers. Shout out to them. If you're ever out on the golf course, you cannot go without this. And we made a little custom job for you here with the logo, the Birdie Juice logo. So people helping people, exchanging gifts. Roger, we thank you so much. Enjoy yourself and be responsible.
God.
And you know what the best news is? If you have a little bit too much Dewars, you forget to charge that speaker, it lasts 6 rounds.
Y'all think of
That'll last you the
everything.
whole 100-hole hike.
Y'all think of everything, but I'm gonna put it to the test. And make sure y'all donate too, okay? This is a nice setup. I know y'all getting paid pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just do the right thing.
Appreciate it,
We got
Roger.
you.
Roger Steele.
Steele.
All right, well, that was our man Roger Steele, who's doing incredible things for the game of golf. And obviously, we just gave him an incredible speaker sleeves, Rokform. We already told him it lasts up to 6 rounds.
Did mention the waterproof, by the way. You get a little loose with the Dewars. Maybe go over a bump. That thing still keeps on ticking. Built-in speakerphone. Also, you get out to a golf course where maybe the reception's a little bit spotty. No stress. Optional micro SD card stores up to 5,000 songs, so it can still play music if you got a bad signal. And Colt, as you know, if you want to really up the ante, you can link 2 of these bad boys together, and they'll hear you from outer space.
And the magnet is so strong, it might open our next guest's wallet, actually. Can't wait to see if that can actually happen. But Rokform also makes phone cases with built-in magnets so you can stick your phone to the golf cart. They are super protective and convenient with the magnets. Go to rokform.com. That's ROKFORM.com and get 25% off using code SUBPAR. Now time to welcome in our next guest. He is half man, half amazing, former PGA Tour player Andres Gonzales. Well, first off, Trey, you're absolutely incredible for being here. You're getting
Facts.
you're getting into the broadcast world, which why are you trying to take my job?
I don't think I can take your job, but I'm working radio this week. You're on that big CBS coverage.
Well, you're doing an amazing job. You've been with us on Gravy and the Sleeves. You've been a guest here at Subpar. How are you liking everything?
I'm having a ball. Like that whole major atmosphere and the electricity that runs around is awesome.
Are you missing playing at all? Because sometimes when you first get out of the game, people miss it.
Yes.
It's hard to find your niche.
Yes.
Are you missing
Yes.
it? Being out there at a major championship, you played 2 U.S. Opens. Does part of you feel like, I want to be out here? Or are you completely checked out from it?
I mean, I'm checked out right now because I haven't played in a few weeks, and
You had a few of those,
I'm
too.
watching all of these guys out there on this pretty difficult-looking course, and I don't really want to play it right now. It's going to be a very exciting and very hard golf tournament from what I've seen so far.
But think about how, like, you're going to wake up tomorrow. You're not going to be nervous. You don't have to go put a tee in the ground.
Might be a little hungover.
You pick a microphone up and you get to go talk golf. That's what you do.
Not just golf, the best players in the world golf.
There you go. Well,
There-
you actually been around this golf course quite a few times. For the people out there that haven't been around it, i.e. me, what's it like?
It's not going to be the easiest golf course. It's pretty right in front of you, but you have blind tee shots. The fairways on the blind tee shots are fairly large. But it's tricky. If you lay up to certain areas, you're going to have some blind shots from the fairway, and it's not the easiest place to actually lay up to those exact spots.
I'll tell you what I like from walking around and talking with some of the players. Like typically we've seen U.S. Opens, you can get some rough where it's just pitch out. Like you hit it in the if in the rough, you got to pitch out 100 yards, try to get up and down from there. This week, what it looks like, A, the fairways are fairly wide. B, if you do miss the fairway, they've allowed you to get like a 7, 8 iron, something like that on it and actually hit a shot to attempt to get on the green. But if you don't pull that off, the rough around the green is really thick, really deep. I think chipping, pitching around the green is going to be super tough. But it's not just miss a fairway, hack it out, try to get up and down.
No, there's a lot of areas back behind the greens where you're really going to get in trouble. And when the greens start to firm up and start to turn that purple color and dry out, they're going to bounce out, bounce over. And there are some gnarly areas behind. There's a lot of areas up front where you can kind of chop it out. And if you can run it up and get it on the right line, you're going to be able to, yeah, exactly that, run it up onto the green. But they're narrow. If you're not hitting that little narrow gap, you're going to have a tough bunker shot, or you're going to have a tough, long, rough shot up near the green.
In your expert opinion, the golf
Say
course,
that again.
in your expert opinion,
Yes.
just the golf course is just over 7,200 yards, which isn't that long, especially with how firm it's going to play. Do you think this golf course favors any certain type of player?
I think it's going to be the second shot player. I think the fairways are wide enough for a U.S. Open, especially that guys are going to be able to hit them. And the greens are very small and quite undulated. So it's going to be someone that is very good with their irons. There are going to be probably 2 to 3 long iron shots, but anybody that's hitting their mid irons great and really able to control it. There's so many different undulations in the green where you need to leave the ball below the hole. You can't miss it short sided. You can't miss it long. Long pretty much everywhere. There are a few holes that get kind of weird that round out the back, but for the most part, the second shot player, I think, long iron players, mid iron players are going to be the guys that will be at the top at the end.
Now that you're on the media side, you don't got to go out there and play this monster tomorrow or the next 4 days. Do you have a score that you want to see? Like, would you love to see a even par +1 potential winner, or does it matter to you? Would you care if someone went out and shot 12 under and just torched it?
I think the course is going to give guys whatever they want. I mean, yes, you can go out and go low. Do I think somebody's going to do it? No, because I think that there are enough hard holes that guys aren't going to be able to really get on long runs. Through the first 4 holes, I think if you can get through those at even par, you're going to be in good shape. Holes 5 through 9, if you can get through those are going to be your scoring holes midway through the round, especially on the weekend when everybody's starting on the front. But if you can get through those, the whole backside, there's hit and miss. You have the famous 17th hole. You have the Varden bunker there. That will be a key hole coming down into the weekend. But for the most part, you got to get the middle part of the round.
I'll tell you this, Sleaze. There's a lot of guys that play that TaylorMade TP5 and TP5X that are going to be in the mix this weekend.
Tell me about it, bud. I'm one of them. High bombs, low cutters, flighted wedges, flop shots to tuck pins. The beauty of golf is that in any given round, you get to play so many different types of shots. That's why you need the ball that's made to be better on every shot in golf, the TP5 and TP5X from TaylorMade. With the TP5 and TP5X, no matter what shot you're facing, you'll have the confidence to step into it and think, I love it. Stock fade, love it. Step on a 3-wood, love it. Knock it down under the wind, love it. Whatever shot you need to pull off the TaylorMade TP5 and 5X, we're made to do it better than any other ball in golf, whether we're talking about the final round of a major or a casual round with your buddies on any given Saturday. That's why players like Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, Ricky Fowler, Tommy Fleetwood, and so many other pros trust TP5 and TP5X every week. Looking for a little more feedback around the green? Both TP5 and 5X come in picks for better visual feedback around the greens and a little extra flair. So, if you want to step into every shot you face and think, I love it, try the most complete ball in golf. Head to TaylorMadeGolf.com and use the promo code Subpar for free shipping. Get on that.
TaylorMade and Subpar. What a team. Well done, Sleaze. Proud of you.
Knock that out.
That was a long read.
You like that?
Yeah.
No bigs.
All right. Well, let's get into some picks here from Half Man, Half Amazing, because, there's options, I believe, with our guys over at FanDuel where you could possibly do a little parlay. Maybe say the hometown Boston Celtics win Game 6 tomorrow night, along with the first round leader, perhaps.
Yeah, here we go. Clap it up for the Celts. We got some Celts in here. There you go. Backs
got
against
a little
the wall.
hole to dig out of.
Got a little flopping going on over in Golden State. You know what I mean?
The PGA Tour is in full swing, and the best place to tee off is on FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new customers, all of you out there, get $200 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up using promo code SUBPAR. FanDuel is an official betting operator of the PGA Tour, so they have all your favorite bets to choose from, like parlaying your hometown Celtics and the first round leader, perhaps, or maybe who's going to go on to win the golf tournament.
Yeah, maybe you want to throw a little Colorado Avalanche in there. Who knows? Get weird with it. You know what I mean?
Sleaze has turned into a big hockey guy ever since his hometown Colorado Avalanche has made it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
I've been a
big
diehard
hockey guy. He just bets on anything because he's a degenerate.
Icing, cross-checking, all that. Love it. Love it, dude. A lot of icing going on.
All right, well, let's get to some picks. You had a good one last week. You had Tony Finau. You almost got there. A little runner-up finish for you. But we're on to the U.S. Open. This is major stuff here. And we got a loaded field. Let's get to it. Who we going with, boys, as a favorite to win the 122nd U.S. Open at the Country Club?
I got major confidence in my pick this week, which could be scary because a lot of times that backfires very badly. But I got a guy that I've loved. I've got him pegged for this week for a long time. I'm going out here, and I honestly think his odds are pretty high given the caliber of player he is. I'm going Patrick Cantlay. Sitting at 24-1 on FanDuel right now. His last 4 finishes: second, first at the Zurich, MC at the PGA. Don't worry about that. Third at Memorial. Took a little time off. Talked about how he loves his game heading into this week. Loves where it's at.
He's
just a
week
perfect U.S. Open guy. Like, he never gets too up, never gets too down. A to B, just flatlined the entire time. I love Cantlay, especially at 24-1.
You're the guest. I would have let you go first.
That's all the picks we need.
You're the guest.
It's done.
I'll go. I like that pick. I don't think Patrick Cantlay is ever a bad pick. He's long. He can putt it. He can short game it. He can wedge it. Yeah, boring.
A lot like yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly not. That's why I'm holding a microphone in my hand. I'm a Matthew Fitzpatrick guy this week. I think that he's doing fairly nicely. He's putting it well. He's driving it well. I'm doing all the same things that you are. He has a little bit of history here, winning the USAM in 2013. And so I'm thinking that he's going to repeat.
Wow. Back to back at Brookline for the kid. Also, he plays his best golf. The tougher the golf course, the more of a factor Matt Fitzpatrick is.
Yeah, it's starting to play firmer, faster. I got a little bit bird in my ear saying that they're only watering the rough. They are not watering the fairways. They're not watering the greens. So just rough, and he's hitting the ball fairly straight. And not only that, he's picked up some distance over the last little bit. So when he has wedges in his hand, which he will because it's firming up and he's hitting fairways, he's going to make birdies.
Only Rory McIlroy gained more strokes off the tee last week than Matt Fitzpatrick. He's like 5th overall in strokes gained. He's super, super solid.
Thanks for selling my pick.
My only worry is that he puts a little bit too much pressure on himself this week, knowing he's got the course history. He's staying at the same family's house that he did when he won the 2013 USAM. But, hey, I really, really like the pick. For my favorite, I'm going right around that same area. A guy who's a ball-striking machine. He's ranked 14th in the world. Finished top 10 in his last 4 majors, I believe. He let me down last year at the U.S. Open, so he's going to make it up to me this year. He's going off at 27-1. Will Zalatoris.
Love Willie Z. Close at the PGA. Super close at the PGA. Putter, little bit iffy, but from tee to green, can't get any better.
Iffy for the first 2 days, or iffy for, like, just looking at the video?
The closer it gets to the hole, the less I want to watch the video. I'm not worried about it, dude. He puts good at Augusta. He's putted good enough.
Some recent video of that putting stroke, it is looking a lot better. And no one, maybe Justin Thomas is the only guy that hits his irons better than Will Zalatoris.
It's automatic. Tee to green, he's a beast. That's why every major championship this young in his career, he's had so many top 10s right off the jump.
You can call me crazy, but
I will.
Look at Southern Hills, right? I thought it was decently generous off the tee, which is what y'all have said this is here. The green's pretty severe, sloped back to front. A lot like the country club here. I can see some similarities.
And these are tinier. These are way smaller greens. These are tiny greens. It'd
Even
be harder
better
to hit them, even better for him. And if you hit the center of the green, it's hard to have more than 30 feet on a lot of them.
So much of it, too, when it takes the driver and the 3-wood out of your hand, you have to play for position, and you get the ball in position. You have to be able to capitalize on it. And his irons are, like I said, you need to be able to play irons well from the fairway, especially because once you hit the fairway, that's the only way you're going to be able to score.
By the way, I
dude.
just want to let you know I'm proud of you, though, because our first guest, Roger Steele, comes on here, and we're like, who do you like? He goes, Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas. Top 2 betting favorites.
Sprinkle in a little John Rahm because I'm feeling weird.
All right, well, let's get to some dark
Yeah, I
horses,
got a
some
longie.
guys that can make some noise and make you guys some money out there. We already did our favorite bets of the week. Mine was Xander Schauffele, a top 10 at plus 150.
I got
You're
Sam
still trying to
Burns.
get on that board.
I got to get a dub.
I mean, you went
Wyndham really screwed me the first week when he limped home with me on the bag. That really has just set the precedent. I got to bet on my horse if I'm on the bag for him, and then it just
You went
kinda,
Cam Champ to top 40. I believe
Thought
last
that was
week.
safe.
Are you going Sam Burns to finish?
Sam Burns to complete at least 36 holes.
Perfect. Sam Burns to top
Even
20.
money. Sam Burns top 20. That's
Plus
that's
115, I think.
Lock City, and you're getting plus money on it. That's a sleazy guarantee.
All right. Well, you got some ground to make up versus me, but let's go through the dark horses. I'll start off a man who's been playing some incredible golf, had a chance at Colonial, and kind of struggled down the stretch, which gives me a little bit of concern. But his odds right now are on FanDuel are 70-1. Well, I'll let y'all know right now, I bet it yesterday when he was 80-1. So I got a little better action, but still 70-1. Davis Riley. Woo, the man is playing some great golf, ball striking machine. Wouldn't be surprised if his first win's a major.
He's so good. So good. I actually got to see him up close and personal with Wyndham. I think Wyndham was distracted by how good Davis Riley was hitting.
So he should have won. That's a 4-shot penalty.
36 holes, of course. I raked a few of his bunkers, by the way. Shout out to me for doing that. But he is auto. He reminds me so much of Max Homa. They look similar. They swing similar. And it's just tee to green. I was like, wow, this kid there's nothing missing.
When he first came out of Alabama, I was chasing Monday qualifiers, and I met this guy, and I'm like, wow, you're different. I couldn't believe how good this kid was. He hit it both ways. He hit it high, he hit it low, he putted it nice. Everything he did. He came from Alabama, Roll Tide. Not my favorite school, but maybe the coolest thing in college sports, Roll Tide. And
Just Roll Tide.
I'm not. That was my dark horse. I mean, if we're talking dark horse at 71, yeah, but I'm going to give you a different one because you took mine, and it's going to be a super dark horse, and it's going to be Kevin Kisner, the Bulldog from Georgia.
Oh, wow.
He is at 280 to 1. So when this hits,
I'll bet damn near anything at 280 to 1.
there's
not a lot I won't bet.
All right, well, then you might as well take Kevin Kisner because he's a absolute ball striker. It's a course where it's going to make a lot of guys not really be able to bring out driver on every single hole. They're going to be able to get the ball in play, which is what he does. You're going to have to hit solid irons, which is what he does. And when he gets fast screens, he putts the lights out of it. So Kevin Kisner is my dark horse at 280.
Answer me this. If you were booking it, what would you think his odds should be?
Like
Even money.
No, like 1,500 to 1. If I
you want to pay? If you were, if other
I'm
people were
betting it.
betting,
Yeah. So if I'm booking it, no, even money.
even money, perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
It's not even money, guys.
And that's a really good bet.
We're from 280 to 1 to even money.
All right.
All right, Slee. So you
Well,
got.
I thought I had a dark horse, but it's not 280 to 1, so he doesn't feel that dark anymore. But his name's Abraham Answer. He's going off at a smooth 90 to 1. I don't want to regurgitate the same things we said about everybody, but he drives it straight. He's a great iron player. He's really clearly a really good player.
Self-taught,
90 to 1.
never had a lesson.
90 to
Everybody
1.
here
He's
can
also
get
really good in firm, fast conditions, which is what we're going to see out here this week. I think 90 to 1 is enough to roll a little piece, little sprinkle on Abe Answer.
All right. Well, if you haven't tried FanDuel, now is the perfect time to give it a shot. Just join with promo code Subpar and turn $5 into $200 in free bets, win or lose, exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Must be 21 years old, or you know the whole rest of the deal.
Yeah, and be responsible.
We got to get a former PGA Tour player's thoughts on the LIV Tour. I mean, that's obviously a lot of the talk going on right around now.
Yeah, so happy to be here for this. Go.
All right,
Give
what do
it
you think?
to us.
Yes, are you a fan of what it's doing for the game of golf, or no, you hate it?
No, I don't like it one bit. I love the PGA Tour, and that's what I dreamed of playing. That's how I got my start. I got it through Q School, the PGA Tour. I think I don't blame any of my friends for understanding and seeing that they have this life-changing opportunity, but at the same time, I don't think it's good for golf.
That's the corporate answer. You've gone full corporate.
Thank you.
Hit all the talking points in that one right there.
It's a
You're telling
scary issue for me
all
right now.
Hypothetical. You rewind to your last year on the PGA Tour. All of a sudden, they float a big number out in front of you. Are you considering it, or are you just, I'm not in no matter what?
I think that as a financially responsible person, you have to consider it.
I don't hate on anyone for taking the money. I just don't like what the tour is. It's an exhibition. It's 48 guys, 54 holes, no cut. It's not real tournament golf. These guys, they're not going to have the adrenaline. They're not going to have the nerves they do trying to win a U.S. Open, trying to win a Memorial, or anything like that. But when you get 9 figures thrown at you, it's pretty damn tough to turn it down.
Yeah, I haven't been in that situation. I haven't had it. And if it was put in my situation, I don't know.
Would you be sitting here with us right now?
I mean, I'd at least be talking to you because I love you guys. But I think that I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I think I'm trying to get employed and stay employed, and so I hate it.
Yeah. Hate.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. How many
Do you
guys?
I love the PGA Tour.
Okay.
Do you expect more guys, the dominoes, to keep falling? We've heard some new names: Bryson DeChambeau, Patrick Reed. They're the latest 2 to be confirmed over there. Pat Perez also joining
which
them
we will
as
get
well.
into at some point.
Which, by the way, we might need to have him back on and say, "Hey, bud, remember 90 days ago you had some
You wanna
thoughts
watch
on this
this?
thing, and all of a sudden you changed a little bit." You think the dominoes keep falling and higher ranked guys keep coming to this thing, or no?
I don't know that. I know that
They're an opinionated.
Dre, this is
guy
called an
has
interview.
left.
I'm so uncomfortable
This isn't
right
the
now.
View, dude. This is golf talk.
Yeah, getting ready to work for PGA Tour Live, and I love my job. I love PGA Tour Live, and
about
I
Live
can't
Live?
wait to call shots.
There might be a Live Live.
We're
coming
here at
up
the
soon.
U.S. Open. I don't want to talk about Live Golf.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, the
Save the whales.
122nd U.S. Open is going to be incredible. We can open it up for some questions if anybody has any. If not, it's been an incredible week. Can't wait to see who wins.
Hell of a run. Yeah.
Do we have any questions? Oh, yeah.
yes.
Best question, which will be not at Dre's discrepancy because he doesn't like to give answers or decisions, gets a Rokform Birdie Juice speaker. Not Jason Adele.
Right here, up for grabs. Best question, any topic, by the way. Feel free to stray from golf. Dre is a wealth of knowledge in many areas.
Oh, this ought to be intelligent.
Right here, guys. Up for grabs. On the house, by the way. Oh, here we go.
What's the best thing you've eaten so far in your time in the Boston area?
Ooh. Well, that's a question for these two. I've been here for about 12 minutes.
I'll tell you this right now. I think I've gone about a year without having a hot dog. And as it stands right now, my last 3 meals of actual food have been 3 hot dogs.
But
three
Fenway Park.
glizzies. Fenway Park
At
glizzy.
Fenway Park.
Brookline, Mass glizzy. And then another Brookline, Mass glizzy this morning. So my last 3 real meals have been hot dogs, not counting the piece of pizza that I stole off the bar last night. That doesn't count. That was a snack, not a meal.
I mean, I had a dog also, but I also had a lobster roll at the park last night, and it was quite delightful. I'm sure there are better places than Fenway Park to grab a lobster roll. Maybe there aren't. Maybe I don't know.
I saw the bottom of Rory McIlroy's shoes this week say lobster.
Those are hot.
Well, that's pretty sick.
I like that.
Don't you have a friend that's a member at Brookline named Lobster?
His government name is not lobster, but that's what we call him. Yeah. He's from Maine.
All right, well, right now you're winning the
Great
speaker.
question. Leader in the clubhouse with the food question. Beautiful.
Yeah, you're on.
Jump on in, guys. The water's
topics.
warm. The
Claire-
water's
Claire
warm.
raised her
Here
hand.
we go. Here we go. She's going to win regardless.
Yeah.
What's 2 plus 2? Here you go.
This is like Greg Trias whenever we do
Rokform.
anything with him. He wins.
Fire away. Oh, God. Know your environment, boys. Know your surroundings.
Nah,
Celtics and
Warriors, I'm leaving in the morning.
Celtics in 7. Celtics in 7. Absolutely. What am I going to say? Hey, yeah, okay. You know what? I'll take this.
I'll just let you win that because I don't.
You got your green on. Your favorite color
We
is
have
green,
enough
by the way.
obnoxious
Yeah.
Warriors fans in Scottsdale that I don't need any more of them.
Everybody knows I'm a Celtics guy.
You've always been.
Hi.
Hello. Ooh, that's a good one. Here we go. This is going to really test our course of knowledge here. Do you have your yardage book?
I know what the range looks like. That's all I've got.
I think
Number 4 hardest. 495 par 4. Tricky if you miss the fairway. I'll say that's going to play up there in terms of difficulty. In terms of watching, we had some people talk to us the other day and say later in the rounds, like 16, 17, 18, the closing holes, there's some good spots to kind of post up and watch out there. I haven't personally been to those stands or those grandstands, but I'll go with the closing stretch. Final answer.
The guy who's been here since Sunday.
I
Give
gave
us an
number
answer.
4 out there. I gave number 4 hardest hole.
yeah. I mean, how do you say it's the hardest hole? They haven't even started fucking playing yet. But yeah, four is tough. It's long. You can't see the fairway. I agree with that. I think that number 10 is going to be tough because downwind, they're going to want to hit 3 wood off the tee. It's kind of a blind tee shot. There's a creek in front, like splitting the fairway that is, I don't know, 320 yards. So if it's downwind, they're going to want to hit 3 wood, and you have to cover some rocks or like a little 15-foot cliff in the middle of the fairway. And if you don't cover it, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to see some guys in there. And then if it's if it's into the wind, they may hit driver. And I just still don't know what's going to happen there. Like,
I'll say
I haven't played it, but it looks not that fun.
I believe one of the best spots could be, I think, number 5, which is 310, the drivable par 4. That's going to be a great spot. You're going to see a lot of action. It's going to play drivable every single day, which is very rare at a major championship. So I'd post right up there and see a bunch of birdies and eagles.
As far as best place to stand, back behind 8, you can see 9 tee box. You can also see 14, I believe, the par 5. You can see the green there. I'm not sure where all the stands sit or how they lay or how they're angled, but like right in that area, there's a lot of different action. You can also see the drive on 15. You may have to move a little bit, but you're probably not going to have to move more than like 10 yards.
Yes.
Very
thank you
descriptive.
very
You're ready
much.
for your Sirius XM job.
I'm so ready.
Very
You are
descriptive.
ready.
I took so many notes today, 4 pages.
Someone asked Dre about the LIV Tour.
Please, someone ask Dre about the LIV Tour.
I don't like
Ask
any of
Dre
it.
his favorite bar at Turtle Bay.
What do you guys think of bringing back the short par 3 left?
Like, what do you mean by
It's super
bringing
short.
it back?
Yeah.
I'll go.
I like the original design, correct?
Yeah,
You're playing
so
it from the original. Yeah,
we-
he's going to play super short.
Well, we had a media meeting today, and I think that the longest that it's going to play is 140 max. And one of the days they were saying that it's going to play in double digits, so it's going to play like 99 or 97 or something like that. I don't know, but it's going to be super cool. I think it's fun when you bring any kind of short hole that brings every single person into play, and it's just going to take that skill set of what it's going to take. I'm guessing that they'll probably put a back pin there, so like guys that are going to want to hit short shots and short irons, if they're hitting it to there, it's going to be ripping back, so they're going to have to club down and hit something that is not. I mean, that's just my guess. I think that when they play it at a double-digit number, that they're going to just put the pin all the way back and see who can control their spin the most.
Well, I think wherever the pin is the hardest is where they're going to play it that day.
Yeah.
But if you look at every par 3 in the world, every great par 3 in the world, none of them are crazy long. I mean, all the best ones are short. I think this is an awesome decision. You know, if you tuck the pin, you can make a birdie, but you can also make a big number, which I think is very exciting.
I hope more major championships look at this and start doing the same thing. I think we've gotten too far away from short par 3s, and it's like, hey, we need these guys to hit a 4-iron or a 5-iron or a 3-iron or whatever to make it a hard hole. I don't think you necessarily have to. I love the short par 3s. I think they're great drama, and I'm anxious to see where they put the pin that day because I think they'll make it accessible, but also obviously with a lot of risk if it's playing 90-something yards.
But great
Good
decision.
question.
Yeah, great decision.
Yes. Fine, sir.
So I'm wondering if you guys, when you get to the first seed of the U.S. Open, what song do you want to play for the last 2 years to get you all juiced up for that first seed of the U.S. Open?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is there a song called I Don't Want to Go Home on Friday? Or Pack My Bags? We're out of here. I played one U.S. Open. I played at the Olympic Club in 2012, and it didn't go too well. My preparation also was not very good. I was an alternate coming out of Columbus and didn't think I had a chance to get in. So I was in Las Vegas when I found out that I was going to be in the U.S. Open the next week.
You didn't call me.
You were probably in the U.S. Open already.
Not that one.
Yeah, so I found out
Wow.
actually heading to the airport rather hungover that I was going to be playing in the U.S. Open in the coming days. So, yeah, my bags got packed Monday and packed again on Friday.
So what song? What song?
I
What
said,
song
you
is
got
that?
anything that says pack my bags or I don't want to go home? I don't know.
Answer the question. That wasn't anything. I'll just skip you. Mine's going to be an instrumental. It's going to be Looney's 5 on it because I want to come in relaxed and try to make sure that I'm making tweets.
And you're gonna make a lot of 5s,
yeah,
most
tweets.
likely.
Yeah, par 6s.
Yeah. Good point. I would go anything by Whitney Houston. My go-to artist on the course. She gets me super dialed and correct.
She
So
makes tweets.
anything by Whitney. I will always love you.
You wanna dance
We
with
are the
somebody?
children. That's a good song. Good message, by the way. Roger Steele knows about that. So anything by
Correct.
Whitney.
Good question. I like it.
Very good question.
Hello, good sir.
Greetings.
So do you guys view golf as a whole differently as a versus a player? And are there skills or personality traits that carry over?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Golf's way easier on the broadcasting side. It's incredible to watch these guys play golf. For me, you know, I mean, I think I'm kind of trying to bring who I am to the broadcast, whether it's just have fun, share some inside information and stuff like that. But it's awesome to watch these guys play. It's crazy standing back and thinking like, I can't believe I tried to play against those guys for a living because they're so good and they just continue to get better.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, whether you're on the broadcast or an analyst talking about it, I think you just have an understanding of how difficult it is, what these guys are doing out there, how good they are. And I think sometimes guys that are further removed from the game can be a little maybe overly critical, you know, or like things were this way back then, so they were better, and then now they're this way and it stinks. Guys hit it too far. I think it's just you have an appreciation for just how good those guys are because you've tried to play against them, you've tried to beat them for years, and then here they are out here. And I think you just being in the arena in some aspect is a huge asset in terms of like analyzing and evaluating the play that's going on the course.
And my answer would be yes. I think that it's very easy to compare yourself to these guys when you have played at the highest level. It's hard to say that you've lost that. And so like a little bit of that is the inner battle of saying that I'm not playing at that level anymore. But at the same time, like you take over and like the competitive aspect of what everybody's doing as far as media and commentating, there's still like a little competitive aspect of that as well. Just like there is in every business and every path that anybody takes. You're trying to be as good as you can and try to improve each day.
I'll say this, like as far as, you know, one thing that feels the same from playing to broadcasting, like in big moments, my adrenaline still gets going, even when I'm talking. Like when I was in the playoff with Justin Thomas and Will Zalatoris, like I was nervous. I was excited. Like it was a huge moment. And I'm sure they were way more nervous than I was, but it was still cool to feel like some adrenaline and excitement talking about it. Good question.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, I think
speaker on the line here.
Well, first off, thank you to everyone for coming out. This has been absolutely incredible. I think we can all agree. I mean, there's only one question that deserves a Rokform speaker, and it's the guy that asked about music.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right to our hearts here. Right to our hearts.
If you're going to ask about music, you need a new speaker. You, sir, are the winner. Congratulations. First off, thank you all for coming out. Baramor, this has been awesome.
You got it, bud. Play Whitney as loud as humanly possible on that bad boy. Set course records.
Thank you all for coming out. Enjoy the U.S. Open.